horse friends. I'm Becca Salamone, and this is Southern Horse Talk. I'm really excited to introduce a new segment today called Horse Happenings in Georgia with June Brewer. And on the line with me is June Brewer herself, all the way from Kennesaw, Georgia. How you doing today, June?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited that we finally got to do this. I know we've been talking for a while on Facebook and sharing things back and forth. And now we finally get to hear directly from you. Yay!
Yay!
So tell us a little bit about your horse background, your horse story, and how you got started with this. Georgia's Horse Events is what it's called, right?
Yeah, it's Georgia Horse Events, and I started it to fill a need. One of the local papers went belly up, and there were no more calendars, so I really focused on that. I'm kind of moving away from it a little bit and more focusing on the actual marketing and promotion of events for specific people.
Oh, good.
I do on Facebook continue to promote all the local events that I've been aware of or that people ask me about. Enjoy that a great deal. You know, with the marketing and the promotion, of course, you've seen my name 1,000 times on Facebook, right. And I get to attend a lot of events, which I enjoy immensely.
That's awesome. Now, you kind of focus on English type events in Georgia, but what other disciplines are popular in your state?
I think natural horsemanship is very popular. I've noticed that Western dressage is becoming a topic that I see more often. I cannot eliminate barrels and cutting and reining. Those are all here, but because that's not really my focus most of the time for my own riding, right. I don't see as much of it.
Okay. And then what are some of the big barns there and some of the big arenas?
Well, there's, of course, Conyers, Georgia. The Georgia International Horse Park is located there. That was the Olympic venue in 1996. So it is an incredible facility. It can handle nearly 1,000 horses, and wow. It is beautiful. We've just ran, GDCTA is one of my close associates, and I'm participating all the time and promote their events. They just ran a 9-ring dressage show there.
Oh my goodness.
It's huge. It's huge for dressage.
How in the world do they keep up with that all at one time?
Yeah, it's crazy. But the jumpers do bigger. I know there's at least one jumper event that's over 900 horses, so that's wow. Pretty impressive.
Yes. Now, the one at Perry, Georgia, tell us a little bit about that one.
The one at Perry is part of the Agricultural Center for the, I think they call it the National State Fair, okay. Which doesn't sound right, but it is part of a very large agricultural center, and they can run numerous rings as well, often in conjunction with fairs. So you've got a lot of space there as well for big events.
Okay. Yeah, we have that same thing here in Alabama where it's called the National Fair, but I don't get that either. Maybe it's one big organization. So in the state of Georgia, would you say that the horse activities are centered around the middle of Georgia, or is it spread all over?
I think it's spread all over, but I do think as you get closer to Atlanta, you get more activity. I know in Columbus, of course, there's Poplar Place Farm. They hold numerous English events, both dressage and eventing. So that's relatively close. You get to Perry, and then you move north of all of that. You get into Atlanta, and you have Chat Hills and Fairburn, and you have Conyers, or the horse park in Conyers. And then you have Gainesville, you have Chicopee Woods. So there's a lot.
Yes.
And then you have all the saddle clubs, and they all have little venues. So there's a lot going on. I know most north of the center.
Okay.
So.
Well, we're looking forward on Southern Horse Talk to getting to know all your horse friends. So I hope that you get on there and invite them to join and talk. Certainly. Because getting to know horse folks all over the place, you realize everybody's kind of the same.
Yes.
We all have something in common. So tell us, what's going on in the month of November with horses in Georgia.
Well, there's plenty going on. There's always something going on every weekend. It's incredible how busy it is for horses around here. I'm going to highlight 2 events that the Georgia Dressage and Combined Training Association is holding. There is a Dressage Clinic with Ann Grivens. She is a native of Sweden, but she is an international clinician and judge. She's coming to Shannondale Farm in Milton, Georgia. We're very, very fortunate to have a private facility of this caliber hosting events for us. Now, Shannondale has recently been named one of the first USEF elite training centers around the country.
That's great.
So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
And, so we're happy to have Ann with GDCTA and at Shannondale. That's November 21st and 22nd.
Okay.
And the same weekend, of course, we have an eventing clinic out at Full Gallop Farm in North Carolina. It's, of course, organized here by Georgia Dressage and Combined Training Association, but the actual clinic will be held in North Carolina. That's a great event as well. Stephen's also internationally known. He's been on the Olympic team. He's won Burley. He's won Rolex. He's been the equine or equestrian athlete of the year. He's, pretty famous in his own right as well. And he comes to us. Well, actually, he comes. We have to back up. It's not in North Carolina. It's in South Carolina. I don't know why I'm making that mistake. I don't know. It's in Aiken, South Carolina.
Hey, well, at least you caught it. At least you caught it.
I don't know why I did that, but I did it in type 2. I have attended both of these clinics in the past. Fabulous clinicians, very accessible. Anybody of any level can understand what they're trying to get across. It's very fun, and it's very educational. So they're worth attending.
That's awesome. So people can go to find out more about that where?
They can go to the GDCTA website. It is www.gdcta.org. And I do that because it's very confusing.
Okay, and then what is where do they need to go to get to your business?
For my business, they can find GA Horse Events on Facebook, or they can go to gahorseevents.com.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you're going to be doing this every month. And English is not really my forte. Although when I grew up, I did everything AQHA, so I did hunt, seed, and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. And I actually did start with jumping and 4-H. But at the end, I was focused in Western, so I'm more versed in the Western world. So I'm really glad to know somebody that knows what's going on, so I can call you up and say, hey, what is this all about?
I'll try. If I know, I'll tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, just thank you so much for sharing with Southern Horse Talk today. And, we're looking forward to your next monthly update on horse happenings in Georgia with June Brewer. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
All right. And viewers, you can go check us out at Southern Horse Talk YouTube channel and Southern Horse Talk Facebook group. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.